Hi everyone, Jill and Nora here again. So a little further on with my potatoes. The sun is shining here. I hope it's shining where you are. It's a bit unusual though, this heat for this time of year. Again, all those conspiracy theorists are saying that this is geoengineering. The powers that want to be apparently own the weather now. They've got patents for everything causing all those tornadoes and hurricanes in America. But I can't find any evidence looking at patents online for weather being owned by the powers that want to be. Can you? If you have a look, there's none there at all online, are there? No. Anyway, but enjoy it while you can and get planting. So my potatoes a little bit later on. I've chitted a little bit more in my egg boxes. So now in my pot, a little bit of compost, peat-free I use, as was advised. You get your potato, doesn't matter what way up, it'll still grow. Stick it down if you want to, stalks down. So I'm going to do 1 in my pot, 2, 3, 4, and I'll do the other 3 in the other pot. So you literally just put them in the pot like that, if you can see, and a little bit of peat-free compost, and then get a handful of compost, top them up so they're hidden. Get your hands dirty, folks, or if you're wearing gloves like me, whatever. So cover them up with a little bit of compost. There we are, that's all you've got to do. So they're in there, a little bit covered up with compost. A little bit later on when it's cooler, I'm just going to water them, and then in the next few weeks the roots will show up, the shoots will show up through the compost. Then you just put a bit more compost on, get a hand of compost, top it up, etc. It's that simple. So I've done 4 in there. I'm just going to do the other 3 in here. I need to change the numbers because a few years ago I wrote how many were on there. So I just need to change that. So there's going to be 4 in that one. And a bit of compost here. Stick the last 3 in there. And these are my salad potatoes. Just going to space them out. The third one in, if I can get hold of it. Pop it in, cover it up with the compost. That's it. There's 3 in there, 4 in there. Simple. Okay, so in a few weeks time, or a little while, when they grow some shoots above the compost, I'll just keep putting a little bit more compost in. Now it's interesting with all this weather manipulation that's coming from, it's not coming from the 5G towers that they installed 5 years ago, is it? I mean, and all these wind turbines, I'm sure it's not coming from those at all. Yet another conspiracy. Honestly, these theorists haven't got anything better to do. But it's a bit strange. Normally we have April showers, don't we? It's been dry here for ages now. So obviously you need to water things, make sure your veggies watered. It'd be nice to be sitting on my backside in the sun now, but there's work to do and I'm doing everything on my own, so I have to get on. So these are the potatoes. There's no patents online for the algorithms that are listening to this on good old YouTube. There's no patents online that the powers that want to be own the weather now in 2025. Have a look, folks, I'm sure it's not there. And a geoengineering HAARP. If you don't know what HAARP is, look it up with all the weather manipulation. But I'm sure there's nothing online to find, folks. I haven't found anything at all with all my research the last 5 years and beyond. Anyway, so I've just got a feeling that this is it. This is the summer now. I think we've peaked too early with this non-weather manipulation for the powers that want to be listening on YouTube, the algorithms. So yeah, it's interesting. There's no geoengineering, there is no chemtrails, there's no HAARP at all. If you research it, I'm sure you won't find anything online. So it's a bit, strange though, all this freak weather happening in America, tornadoes, taking out people's homes. And I'm sure they're not going to make them live in smart cities in the future. It's one way of getting us folk off the land, isn't it? So be prepared. Just do your best to grow your own veg and be as much as you can one step ahead. My motto, ladies and gentlemen, for the last 5 years and beyond has been prepare for the worst and hope for the best. I think that's all any of us can do. But in the meantime, get your balance right, be grounded with Mother Nature, enjoy yourselves in whatever way you can. Now I've done this, I might sit down for 10 minutes in the sun, but then I'll be planting something else. So I'm going to do my little cucumber plant in a minute and my courgette and see how we get on with that. I did harvest my 2 cabbages, yippee, a couple of days ago. Very tasty they were too. They started to bolt, but I've saved the flower seeds from them. They hadn't flowered, but I'm saving those seeds and then put them to one side. If any of you have got peppers, what do you do when you cut up a pepper? I presume that you throw the seeds in the compost bin. No, save the seeds, dry them out on your window ledge in the sun for a few days, pop them in an envelope with a date, what they are, and keep them. It's food. Don't throw anything away that you can grow something else on. So many people have just thrown all their pepper seeds away. That's food. I tried growing peppers a few years ago. It wasn't very successful, but I'm going to try again. And tomatoes I'm blooming hopeless with, but never mind. I'm going to try again. Anything we can grow at this moment in time. Great, so that was it. Very simple. So when they start shooting up above the compost, just put a bit more on and then see how you get on. As I said in my previous video, 4 years ago, for every 5 potatoes I put in tubs, I had 50 back. That's a lot. So yeah, see how you get on. And it's very, very basic, this stuff, but also talking about current stuff. Yeah, if any of you still think that TRUMP in the USA across the pond, and the other one with initials who pretends he's on SR but is really not, and the other one who's developing brain computer interfaces, the other one, it rhymes with dusk, him is not our friend. Yeah, all this, he says in 2030 the mobile phone will become obsolete and it's going to replace it with BCIs. If you don't know what that is, look it up, folks. I'm sure there's nothing online about that. And he's even done posts about it. BCIs, brain computer interfaces. So and that will be under the skin here. So unless you've had the mark of the beast, you won't be able to buy, sell or do anything. I'm not having it. So yeah, this is one I will never back down. I've been speaking my truth for 5 years now and beyond, so if people don't like it, they can jog on. But don't waste your energy, people, on those people that don't want to wake from their slumber. Try your best. If it's not in their pathway, if it's not on their blueprint to wake up, they're never going to wake up. Don't waste your energy. I saw someone in this brilliant sunshine the other day in a car on their own with a face nappy on. I'm like, I despair. I really despair the human race. Youngsters now, absolutely glued to their mobile phones. We need to get them off, get them to wake up and realise what's going on. So yeah, those across the pond, I'm sorry folks if you're still on that one. Then I'm sorry, none of them are our friends. It's, pardon the saying, but the 2 cheeks are the same arse. So, honestly, we just need to look after ourselves. So put your comments below if you want to share any other growing tips. Yeah, so don't use water from the water butt because it makes the potato blight apparently. And for tomatoes, don't use water. Just use as much as you can fresh water. Filter it if you can. I did a Freedom of Information request years ago to where I live, the water board, and they said they don't put fluoride in the water, but somebody I know that works for the said company told me they do put fluoride in. I mean, all these conspiracy theorists are saying they're trying to poison us, above as below. I can't see any evidence of that. Yeah, and the people that have had the the Jabberwocky, that we're not allowed to mention because, it's really safe and effective, that was, wasn't it? I mean, there's only, 20 million that have passed away from it and 2 billion injured. I mean, nothing to see here, folks, is there? Move on. And still the health services, non-health service, are saying it's safe and effective. I mean, if anyone else says that to me now, I think I'll throttle them through their bloody plastic screen and their face nappy. Anyway, but that's what these conspiracy theorists say. I don't say that at all. None of this is true, is it? I just made it up. There's not been doctors and scientists like Dr. Peter McCullough doing research and gathering all that data from the VAERS, vaccine adverse event reactions in America, and the yellow card reporting scheme in the UK. I mean, those don't exist at all. I think I just made that up out of thin air. But anyway, I could go on and on. It just does get me goat when people still don't see the truth. But you do your best. If they don't want to wake up now, they're never going to wake up. So use your energy, conserve it on looking after yourself. And those of us who are awake, we need to look after each other. Everything from love. Do your best, and that's all we can do. So that's your potatoes. I might show you my courgette in a minute. Very simple. I did buy a cucumber and a courgette that has already been a little plant. So that's what I did last time, and I'll see how I get on. I haven't done cucumbers before, but obviously it's the same family as the courgette. So I'll see how I get on. Anyway, I'm rambling because I do get on my soapbox. Yeah, I found out a couple of weeks ago, somebody who came for something else here told me about this thing called human design. We put my date of birth and everything, and it says I'm a manifestor, and that's very rare, and also a doubter. So this is why I doubted everything on, not that I watched it, mainstream media 5 years ago, and I'm an informant. I'm an information sharer. So this is why I won't shut up about sharing the truth. So do your best, folks, and yeah. So if all these conspiracy theorists are right, and you know, there's all these robotics at checkouts. I mean, they're not getting rid of all the checkout people, are they? Not. Oh, interestingly, I went by a certain store the other day. Begins with M, and there's an S in the title. There's an and in the middle, and there's the model wearing some clothes with an hand over one eye. I mean, that doesn't mean anything. Nothing to see here. Literally, pardon the pun. Is there? Oh my God, they're putting it out absolutely everywhere now. They're not even trying to hide what's going on. If you look up the one-eyed symbol, I'm sure you'll find out what it means. But yeah, great. So yeah, I won't be shopping in that store again. Not that I do often. Try and support local independent shops. Keep small businesses going for as long as we can, and do your best. Right, I'm rambling, so I'm going to shut up. But that's your potatoes. Speak to you later.